there were some announcements that happened
What were
at
they?
this. Well, the Xbox was shown off.
Like the physical?
The actual you didn't see any of this in your timeline?
No.
So they actually showed off the next Xbox. They revealed it.
How did it look?
It looks like a PC. Literally. And I'm not angry about it. A lot of people are upset about the design. Personally, when it comes to a console, especially in the last couple of generations, the thing that has bothered me about the console is never...
I'm going to look it up while you're talking.
Is never the design. I'll show you real quick here.
Oh, I did see this.
Yes.
I did see it.
You would have seen it, yeah.
I saw it, yeah.
So, has never been how it's looked.
Yeah.
It would have to be pretty fucking ugly before I go, I don't know if I can buy this because I just can't look at it anymore.
Well, it's an actual box now,
Yeah.
so they have that going for them.
You know what this makes me think, or why I'm happy with this, is that this makes me think that they built this so that the thing is quiet and it runs cool. And it's not about looking like fancy and shit. It's got a big ass grill at the top.
How tall is that?
Well, here's the thing. They were smart. They put the controller next to it, right? So you can take if you took an Xbox One controller,
2.5 of them?
it's about, it looks like, I mean, the perspective's a bit weird. I'd say it's 1.25 wide, maybe a little less,
Yeah.
and maybe 2.5 tall. It's
Yeah.
not that big.
No, it's a small.
It's a pretty small box.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably about the height of this.
Yeah.
Of the
it's-
monitor.
Yeah, it's really not big.
Yeah.
And they've confirmed it plays sideways as well, so if you want to put it sideways, you can put it sideways.
It's like having like one of those little speaker pills,
Basically.
except the box-shaped one.
It's a box shape.
Yeah,
It's,
rectangle.
you can see it's got the massive vents here at the top, and it's got one big-ass fan that's venting.
Sweet.
So the nice thing about having a big-ass fan, you know what that means? It's quiet. Because it
Dude.
doesn't have to spin as fast to
I
cool
actually
it.
fucks with this look.
I think it looks fine.
Yeah, I actually think
I think it looks good.
It almost reminds me of like a subwoofer. Like
It's cool. Well, that's what I thought
Yeah.
when I looked at it. I said, you know what? People are bitching about it, but they're bitching about it because they're going to put this next to the fucking 1990s old ass wood thing that they pulled out of a friggin' secondhand store. They're running a CRT monitor on top of. But this in a modern entertainment system
looks sleek.
is going to match
Yes.
everything else.
Yes, it's nice.
Whether
and
it's
I
your
think
speakers or
and I
otherwise.
also think it's going to match stuff for the next 5 to 7 years. So
Yes,
it's gonna hold its look.
It's like people wanted it to be like some sort of spaceship
No.
fucking looking thing.
No.
I
actually don't want that.
You know what I don't want? The PS5 dev kit.
I don't want an Alienware Xbox.
No.
I
It's
just-
got a little green light that's at the top here in the middle that's like a soft glow green in the
Great.
grill.
Great.
And that's all. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. That's
I
the
want
show.
it quiet.
Yeah.
I want it working,
I want it to run cool.
and I want it to run cool.
And that's what this looks like it's going to deliver. So
I'm
thumbs
not
thumbs
even-
up.
I don't even care about Xbox. I probably won't even own this thing, but it does look nice.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned anyway. The name, however, is getting people a bit confused.
I don't like the name.
So here's the thing: when old Philly went up on stage and he gave his spiel, they were just talking about this one specifically, which is the Xbox Series X, and they only referred to it as the Xbox Series X. So everyone just assumed that the next Xbox full name was the Xbox Series X, but that's not the case. I didn't see it that way, but I can see why, the layperson or somebody who didn't stop for a couple of seconds and think about what that might mean would think that. The real thing is they're actually just calling it the Xbox. So it's almost like a refresh. There are different SKUs. So the Series X is the top performing Xbox.
Okay.
And then my guess is you're going to have a Series S. That'll be a step below that. And then maybe, and if they don't do that, if they don't have 3 SKUs, if it's only 2 SKUs, my guess is it will be S, D, or E. I don't know what they're going for, but S makes sense because they've used S.
What
in the
about
past.
S and S Plus?
Well, I don't think they're going to do pluses like phones, but I think you're going to get a Series D or E, D, E, or S, but D or E for digital only. So they have a digital-only console now, so no disk drive, no nothing. You download all your games.
Nah.
And it saves you $50 to $60 in the console.
I'll pay the $50, $60.
Yeah, that's fine. But for lots of other people, they're like, fuck it, I'll go with that. And
I'm
then,
going to keep it real. And this is no disrespect to anybody,
What?
but if you can't afford the extra $50 to buy a brand new console, you probably shouldn't be buying
a
a
lot
brand
of
new
people
console.
look at it less about that and more
unless
about,
they don't unless they download their games and they're
Yeah.
like, well, fuck,
And a
you
lot
know,
of people do now,
then
right?
then sure. But I mean, if you penny pinching and you trying to get in day one on a motherfucking brand new
Well,
Xbox,
what some people look at it like is they'll buy the console and then the $50 or $60 if they download, let's say, the vast majority of their games.
then it's worth it.
Then they get that, and
Yeah.
then they
An extra
especially
game
for
or
a
something.
parent, they
Yeah.
buy a game on day one. They get an extra game. Right?
That makes sense.
So they've got that skew. Is my guess either E for essentials or D for digital, and then they're going to have the X obviously, and then maybe the S if there was going to be 3 models. That doesn't account for. Like the way they're positioning this, it makes it hard to guess as to whether or not we're going to have let's call it an XS,
Yeah.
where 4 years into the life cycle, like in this last generation, they get the Xbox One X like we have now, but for the next generation.
Yeah.
But the way they're positioning it is it looks like maybe that's not their plan, but it's hard to say because I don't even know what you would do with the naming convention, like the Series XS, the Series X, Triple X.
Yeah.
Like where do you go from there? So I would say that's my best guess is that we're going to have 2 or 3 SKUs. X is at the top. Maybe you get a mid-tier one, and then you're going to get the digital-only version, which is no disk drive. Just download all your shit. You're done. The other thing about having the disk drive, too, is and why I can save some money is the Blu-ray drives. So for those that want to watch Blu-rays through their Xbox or whatever, then that's it. It's also why it drops the price so much is because the Blu-ray drive is not cheap.
Not at all. No.
So especially when you're licensing it from your competitor.
They're gonna make you pay.
Sony. They're gonna make you pay. So that happened.
How crazy would it be
reveal.
if they're like, you know what, bro? You actually can't have it under any circumstance. How crazy would that be?
That would be rough. I'm not even sure if legally they could do that.
That's what I was thinking. Like, are they allowed to deny?
That might be a not a non-compete, but that might be like a
like, how crazy would it be? Is like, bro, your
I don't even know what you call
console
that.
will never play a Blu-ray.
like okay, I'll just use HD DVD.
Dude, that would kill them, dude.
That
That would
suck some
fucking
balls, yeah.
kill them.
So anyway, that got announced. That was the really big one, and then there were several games that got announced. One of which we're going to talk after this. I'll talk about a little bit after this, or just take a little peek-see at it.
Little peek-see, Ellen. Little peek-see.
We can also show you. Well, actually, you know what? I can just show you this trailer. I didn't plan on it, but you know what? Makes sense. Did you ever hear about the game Hellblade?
No.
Okay, so it was made by one of the smaller studios Microsoft bought after they came up with this game.
Okay.
But it was Ninja Theory, I think is the name of them. They are making the sequel to that game. Now, the original was already graphically really fucking impressive. And then what they did for this is that for the reveal of the Xbox Series X, they wanted to show if you use damn near everything this console was capable of, what it would look like. So they did it in-engine real-time environment. Now, it's like a real-time cutscene. It's not like the gameplay would look like this, but it shows what the console is capable of in a real-time environment. And it looks, it's Uncanny Valley because it's so fucking good.
Damn. All right. Is this
so
what we're talking about?
I'll give. So I'll, yeah. So
All
I'll
right,
give
well,
you.
let me fucking see it.
I'll
Let's
give you a
stop
little-
hyping it and
all
let's
right.
fucking watch it. Hyping me up too much.
Let's see. So we'll take a look at this. Get the old headphones on
All
here.
right, I've already got them ready to go.
All right. Those bad boys on, and let's give her a little live reaction, shall we? It's 2 minutes.
Damn, that's a lot.
They're showing it off. I don't know how loud this is going to be. Let's see.
I like it loud.
I like the logo of the Xbox. When they changed it to this and it was like the flat, it just looks good. Yeah, Ninja Theory. Yeah.
All right. So is this like what you're talking about?
Yes. This whole thing.
In real time?
Yes. To my knowledge, all in-engine real time. Now, like anything that's in-engine, it doesn't mean that this is what the game will play like, but it's what the console can crank out.
Yeah, it's like what it's capable of doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes. It's fucking weird.
It's weird, but it looks crazy.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's very impressive.
Even for CG, this would be impressive. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But the fact that that's, like, possible.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being the character right now in front of this person.
And they're doing that shit. And because it's in engine, it wouldn't have to cut to, like, a cutscene necessarily. Yeah. Anyway. Wild. So that's pretty good looking.
Yeah.
So there it is. Xbox and then Series X is underneath. So people didn't really pick up on the fact that the Series X part meant that it was multi-skewed, but excuse me.
Damn.
Yeah. So that was the thing that they showed off alongside of talking about the release of the console.
Okay.
That
That was impressive.
Yeah, pretty crazy looking. And the game, I mean, the game itself is like, I never played the original, but it's the look of it is like some, it's like a mix between like some Celtic satanic
Looks like some weird shit.
Viking shit.
Yeah, it looks like some weird shit.
Yeah.
But with some really cool graphics and some cool fight stuff, I'd fucks with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd fucks with it.
So there you go. So there you go. So that was the Xbox reveal.
All right.
And again, the thing about that Xbox that we already know as well is that backwards compatible with the current gen Xbox stuff as well. Plus anything that they've been doing backwards compatibility with for this generation of Xboxes in terms of, like, you know, the original Xbox stuff. Same will work with this one. So if it works on the Xbox One or Xbox One X, it's working on
That's cool.
the Series X.
All right.